Alrighty, so to follow up a little bit on the Mael Relic for PvP, I did test it out on Gon's account. That video is already up on the channel if you haven't seen that. Gon has 18 million box CC, and every character is 6'6", so he has a ton more stats than me. Well, I say a ton, but I mean, he has a lot more stats than me just from box CC buffs and everything like that. And I just wanted to see if that was maybe just a little bit of an account bias or whatever the case, because honestly, the Holy Relic from Mael is very cool. It is actually a pretty good relic. Increases the hero's damage dealt by 20% up to 60% when a goddess ally uses a single target, and then increases the hero's attack-related stats by 10% up to 30% when the goddess allies use an all-target skill, so AoEs. So, I mean, this man, once he gets built up a little bit, can actually do some pretty crazy stuff. I'm not a big fan of the goddess team personally. I know that some people are. I think that this relic is definitely enough to bring him back to sort of like, you know, big DPS levels. Like, he could still do some good stuff, don't get me wrong, but you know, sometimes I would use him like post Liz launch, and like it would be kind of hit or miss on whether or not he was actually going to do some decent stuff. So just one of those things, unfortunately, that you kind of have to get used to. You know, characters age. So I think we're just going to throw out some cards with Liz here, start getting her passive and everything built up, which I'm not worried as much about her cards, so I'm basically just using her AoEs and stuff. Damn, that did that much damage? This guy had pretty low CC, though. But I'm just going to basically throw out AoEs, single targets, whatever I can, start building up his passive, get him, you know, rolling, get him some of those attack-related stats, increase damage dealt, and then we'll see some big damage. I really love the AoE card. The increase in attack-related stats from using the AoEs is incredibly nice because this, you know, AoE card is spike, so you're going to get that extra crit chance, get that extra crit damage. You know, it makes the AoE go so hard. It is awesome. I love it so much. I don't know if this is going to get Demon King low enough, but we are going to do... that will actually max out my... I'm going to go for the Mael card, actually. Okay, so that does bring him below 50%, which is good, because we're going to kill him. I don't think... I was going to say I don't think that that'll kill Gelda. I just realized that Melee was on like 1 HP life support. Holy... I mean, like I said, this guy's got low CC, so it's not the best matchup here, but... Margaret in the back, very interesting. Either way, shouldn't be hard. I guess... Out of curiosity, I almost want to use... I think no, I can't get away with using the level 2 and the level 2. Unless... No, I don't think there's a way for me to do that. I guess I'll just buff Merge and then use a level 2 single target, and we'll see how much that does just out of curiosity, and then we'll move to the next match. So, I mean, I don't know. Not the greatest first match lineup. God. It's 800k. Pretty nuts, actually. And that's LR Margaret, so she's got pretty good stats, too. Actually, is that LR Margaret? I think it was. But either way, moving on. Alright, a little bit of load time on this, so we might actually have a real player. I assume most people are probably just playing Chaos PvP this week, so I'm not going to be surprised if we get a lot of bots and everything. I can't be stat lowered, actually, which is pretty nice. I feel like the Goddess team just really isn't super meta right now, so I'm not actually sure how well these teams are going to go up against the Goddess team, per se. So, moves for the extra crit damage, debuffs, but it's not going to do that much. I guess this is probably still going to do a lot of damage. Yeah, okay, so it kills off my Margaret. A bit unfortunate, but, you know, it is what it is. Sometimes you just got to deal with that. I have really, really nice Mael cards in hand. I almost want to try to go for the kill on Melee straight up here. So this AoE should give me 10% attack related. I think his Holy Relic is activating before the actual attack goes off. So... Oh, it's... I think... okay, well, you know, we lose one of our buffs there. I think... Yeah, it's per Brilliance of the Sun effect. So we would have had a little bit more damage there if he hadn't killed Margaret off turn 1. So that is unfortunate. And then now she has the revive, which I'm not super thrilled about. This is going to hurt. Okay, so pops the revive there. Goes for Mael, but not enough to kill me. So that's definitely something. In this scenario, I think I can kill off the melee, kill off the Zeldris, and then we just have to worry about the Gelda at that point. So there's melee down. Second single target will kill Zeldris off. I've basically lifestealed all the way back up to full. Did I get Mael's ultimate with this? I might have. I did. So that's going to be really good as well. My Mael is only 4/6, so I'm not going to expect a wipe just because I know this woman has so much HP, and she could kill me here. So I'm not super confident either way, but we'll see how it goes. Okay, AoE is a little strange there. I would definitely just double Gelda card, but not killing off the Liz. Okay. I actually can't tell if this is a real player or not. Let's go for this into the AoE just to get her ultimate, and then we'll ult drain just in case. So this should kill Cusack for sure. We put 2 sunspots on. A crit for almost 1,000,000 damage. That's pretty good. Was this a real player? I'm pretty sure it was, right? Yeah. Okay, so that's at least something. I mean, hey, we got out CC too, so that's going second. Alrighty. Okay, human team, human Arthur team. Pretty good CC. I'm actually not 100% sure if that is a bot or a player. Tarmio Link on... I guess maybe I should just buff first. Take this first turn to kind of just get some stuff out. I guess we'll go AoEs. On this team, I'm not too worried about actually needing to debuff or anything like that. Because like with the melee team, if I can not debuff, that is ideal. Just because the debuff gives him, you know, extra defense related and stuff. I'm actually kind of surprised. I haven't used this Liz in quite a while. Like I said, I'm not the biggest fan of the Goddess team, but it's actually kind of surprising me how much damage the Liz is doing, which is kind of nice. So that is a little refreshing, to say the least. Throwing on some debuffs here. I don't think he played Merge, so this is probably a bot if I had to guess, which means unless he gets like a lucky draw here, he's not going to get the Arthur passive. He does not. Okay, so no big deal there. I almost want to just cleanse these off again. Actually, yeah, I'm probably going to have to do that, or else the Mark of Concentration is going to hurt my Spike card here, and I want to use the Spike card. So we're going to buff up, get a little bit more Margaret passive going. Single target, which is going to increase my damage dealt by 20%. And then let's see this. Pretty good overall. Both of these characters can be very tanky. What is it? These stacks that Arthur gains are crit defense, I think? I know that melees are defense-related stats, so he gets all... But I'm pretty sure Arthur's is just crit defense, if I'm not mistaken. So Arthur is going to have his passive on his next turn, so it might be wise for me to go ahead and try to get rid of him. He's not doing a whole lot of damage. The tankiness on the Goddess team, I think that was one thing that I was actually kind of worried about. And it's the fact that whenever you have a 6/6 Liz, she puts damage reduction stacks or a damage reduction buff on the 2 characters that don't have her revive, which can be really helpful. Like, it's just really nice. It's not like I don't know if it's a must-have. I keep thinking of it as like, man, if you don't have like a 6/6 Liz, you're not going to be able to tank as well. But just the fact that you can't be stat lowered with Mael in general does help quite a bit. So I think we're kind of chilling at this point. He does have Tarmia Link on his Estarossa Bond, but it shouldn't matter too much. I can do this. If that doesn't kill, we can stun, but Mael's killing here. I don't think I have any sort of doubts with that. So, boom. Nice 1.2 mil. I mean, his ultimate still is cracked. Like, such a good ultimate, and on top of the fact that we're now increasing damage dealt and attack related, gonna help on top of that. Alright, we have another demon team. This one's probably a bot with that CC, but it's fine. I just want to test more than anything. I'm not actually too worried about it, because realistically, I'm not actually going to be using this Holy Relic all that much. It's very cool, do not get me wrong. I'm very happy to have it. But PvP-wise, I don't really use the Goddess team much. It doesn't really have that much hype for me. Maybe if we get like a new character or something, I'll be more inclined to use it. But for the moment, I'm basically just going to be using him for like Heroes Arena, because the Goddess team is really good for Heroes Arena. And then I kind of want to retest him out a little bit in Nidhogg. I don't think it's going to be the craziest thing, because like on the phases that don't have damage cap, he's already doing like really big damage anyway, so it's not like a huge deal. And then on the ones that do have damage cap, he's either going to hit the damage cap or just hit them more consistently. So I don't actually think it's going to matter that much when it comes to Nidhogg, because you're getting so much stat boosting and stuff when you're actually using the the Goddess team anyway, that I don't think it'll make like the world of difference. But I did really like him for Heroes Arena. Whenever we did the stream where I beat Ratatasker floor 3, I did test out him, or I saved one tower in Heroes Arena just for him, for the Goddess team. And we were talking to Durs at the time, who was helping me through floor 3, and he was like, yeah, once you have this relic, you can literally just triple buff. On turn 1, they'll attack you, and then you use the Margaret AoE, the LR Liz AoE to heal back, and then you use the Mael AoE Flood card, or Spike card, and it literally was just destroying everything. Like, it was crazy.
It is. I don't know if it's just me, but I kind of like, after a while, you do the most brain dead strats always.
Oh yeah. Sometimes that's the best way to do it. Sometimes just brain deading it is the best feeling. So did you say to do triple AoE?
Yeah,
like this?
Yeah, debuff, Liz, and then Mael into everything.
Nice, and that should heal us back up a good bit too.
It should put you to full.
God, it's beautiful. Like, it one-shot just about every single phase except for... I was on Tower 3, so the LR Escanor on the final team, his team actually was kind of tanky. I think Roxy, Christmas Roxy, LR Escanor, and Blue Aaron all survived the first attack, but I mean, you know, after that, you can just go in with like even more attacks and stuff, build up his damage dealt with single targets, whatever the case may be. It was incredibly fast and easy. Like, it felt like using DK Melly's Demon team on Heroes Arena for the first time. Like, that team was so fast, the Goddess team felt wonderful, and it was without like seasonal stat boosting units and stuff, so it was actually really impressive. I'm happy to have it for that alone. Obviously, that could kind of change in the nearest future, depending on how the teams and stuff like that kind of get changed around in Heroes Arena. You know, like some crazy power crept character could come out, but for the most part, I was very happy with it. So I'm going to go for like a turn 1 play here, just to see how it goes. We're going to lower crit resistance. We are going to debuff straight out of the gate, so I'm a little scared about that. Good damage. And we're able to kill Melly turn 1. That's with True Awakening, so that's kind of nice. He doesn't have any defense related on at this point, so that does play a pretty decent factor into that. Yeah, that was actually kind of nice. Obviously, I think if we would have waited, we wouldn't have been able to do nearly as much there, because he was going to go for triple AoE if it was a real player, which means he would have gained the defense-related stats. And because he has Bon on the field, he was going to put on a lot of debuffs, and Merlin would have gave them damage reduction as well. So going for that turn 1 actually worked out really nicely. So I'm not going to hate on that. I kind of want to use this. Does he have your Tarmia link? He does. I don't really know that I care that much about getting rid of King, and we're not double attacking with anybody, so I guess I'll just go for Bon anyway, because this will probably break the shield, do at least a decent amount of damage. That's okay. Oh my god, he's just melting. It's awesome. I love it, actually. I really like how much that helps. And honestly, it's a really good counter, because when you cleanse all those debuffs off and stuff, it hurts Bon. You're not getting the damage reduction from Merlin's Relic. It's actually really good counter to the Sins team, so that's cool. At this point, we're kind of chilling. I don't think I have anything to really worry about, so I think this goes off before the actual attack does. So we'll try something like this. Okay, it does not go off. It goes off afterwards, which is a little unfortunate. This guy's super old, so hitting that number is not incredibly impressive, but, I mean, hey, damage is damage, and then we can stun the Merlin. If she would have crit, I think she would have killed there, but she's on HP defense, so there's even more room for her to do more damage. I figured, you know, focusing on the Mael the same way that I had the team set up on Gon's account was probably preferable to make sure that we had everything the way it was, like, easily comparable. So, I'm going to go ahead and move on. I think I have, like, 2 more tickets. These matches are going incredibly fast, which, like I said, most of them were bots. But we did have that LR's Eldritch player, which was kind of cool. Alright, we have another human team. Lower CC. I'm kind of interested to see if I could maybe try to kill Arthur turn 1. Arthur's pretty tanky, like he's a newer, like UR character and everything. I don't think I'll be able to kill him here. Yeah, definitely not. Just kind of testing damage out either way. Still really good damage, like even though it's turn 1. And it's not going to matter too much because I can cleanse off that disable, which is nice. I have to say, that is one thing that I do like the Goddess team for. Having this cleanse for some of these like debuff-related characters is actually quite nice. So I definitely have that going for me. I guess I'll just cleanse, and then we can just go right back into like double Mael card if we really want to. The fact that, I guess because Mael is still on attack crit, whereas everybody else has HP defense on. He ends up getting the revive passive from Liz, which is kind of interesting. God, okay, I was like, I don't know if I can kill Arthur with that again, but I think after building up a couple more stats, he almost killed with the AoE there, which is kind of insane. Interested to see how much damage he'll do here, or he's just going to focus on Escanor cards. Okay. She's dead. Did he use an Arthur card? I'm interested. Okay, single target. I'm not debuffed though. Dang, still that much damage with the debuff, or with no debuff is kind of nuts, actually. Okay, we get good AoEs. I was gonna say we might be cooked, but I actually think we're still in a decent position. I should hopefully be able to kill Escanor here. I'm hoping so. Yeah, that looks like enough. This might kill Arthur. This might kill everybody. Ah, not quite a kill on Arthur, but still pretty good from her being on HP defense. Which, when she has like max stacks, that AoE is really, really nice. I like that AoE a lot. It's just, I don't know, the Goddess team for some reason is just not very fun to play for me for some reason. So, just one of those things, I guess. But either way, let's move on. Alright, so I think if I win this match, I should be in Challenger for the week, which is actually kind of nice, because I don't think a lot of people are really going to be worrying too much about geared and ungeared too much. Like, ungeared, I could see probably more people playing, just because they're going to want to get the gems and everything for the week, but I think a lot of people are going to be worried about Chaos PvP. I do want to play Chaos a little bit, but I don't know. It's just, Chaos can be, like, really annoying at the same time. I don't know. Like, I like the game mode. The concept behind it is really cool, but it's kind of annoying at the same time. So, I don't know. I'll kind of see what the team for today is or something like that, and we maybe we'll just mess around with that a little bit. But, yeah, I don't know. I'm just not 100% sure. Because it like... It seems so boring that Jelly King is just like the go-to team every single season. So I do kind of hate that, but I guess it is what it is. At this point, he doesn't have any stacks on. I think I can get away with cleansing here. That'll give me a little bit of stats from the Margaret passive. Get him below 50% because he doesn't have Tarmio Link on, and then hopefully this will kill him and Melly. Yeah, 100%. Oh my god, that damage from the AoE is so insane. I love it. I love it so much. It sucks that Mael is locked down to the Angel team, which rightfully so. I think that makes, you know, the most sense. But I'd love to be able to use him with like other teams and stuff. But if you don't have Angels on, like his damage, it does get cut quite a bit because, like, you know, you have to have the flare stacks on, or like the flare needs to have the brilliance of the sun effects and stuff like that. So it makes sense. It's I would love to have more use cases for Mael, but I I guess at least we get to use him for Nidhogg too, so that's something. But either way, that is pretty much it. I have to say, I'm still super happy with it. Even with the extra stats and stuff on Gon's account, which, you know, the less real players does affect the look of it a little bit. But you know, even going second against that other team, we still won. We were kind of doing good. So I'm still happy with it. I mean, who knows how much use I'll actually get out of it, but I do have it, so that is something. So thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Feel free to subscribe if you have not already, and I will see you guys later.